Confidence is not a prerequisite for the life you want. In fact, chasing it first is probably the exact reason you're still stuck today. Today I'm going to break down why waiting to feel ready, waiting for life to calm down, and waiting to figure yourself out are three of the most common traps keeping women exactly where they are and what to do instead. Here's the problem. Most of us are living by a set of rules nobody ever questioned. Rule 1, get confident, then act. Rule 2, wait for life to calm down, then feel peaceful. And Rule 3, figure out who you are, then decide who to become. Every single one of those rules has you waiting, and waiting feels responsible. It feels like patience, but it's actually the thing keeping you stuck in the exact same spot year after year. So today I want to break down why that happens and, more importantly, what to do instead. Okay, let's start with confidence, because this is a big one. The problem is you've been taught that confidence comes first. Feel ready, then leap. So you wait to feel confident before you set the boundaries, start the business, leave the relationship, book the trip, say no, or try the new thing. And here's why that's a trap. Confidence is a feeling. Feelings are unreliable. They come and go depending on how much sleep you got or how your last conversation went. If you're waiting for a feeling to show up before you act, you could be waiting for years. And some women I know have waited their whole lives. The version of you who feels totally ready is never coming, because that's not how this works. Here's the shift. Confidence is usually the result of action, not the requirement of it. You don't need to feel ready, you need to be willing to do it scared. Every woman you look at and think that she's really confident was terrified at some point. She just stopped needing the fear to leave before she moved. Willingness comes first, confidence follows. So what actually replaces the need for confidence altogether? It's self-trust. The problem is most of us are walking around low on it and don't even realize. You question your own decisions, you replay conversations from yesterday, you ask 3 people what they think before you're allowed to think something for yourself. This matters because self-trust and confidence are not the same thing, and mixing them up keeps you stuck. Confidence depends on the outcome going well, self-trust doesn't. Without self-trust, even a good outcome doesn't calm you down because you're still bracing for the next thing to go wrong. So self-trust is quiet. It's waking up and thinking, I've got me, not because life is perfect, but because you know that whatever happens, you'll handle it. And here's the key. Life doesn't get easier when you build this. You still have hard days, right? What changes is you inside the hard day. You stop bracing for the moment you'll let yourself down because you already know you'll show up. Next is peace. This one trips up most of us. The problem here is that so many of us are waiting for our circumstances to calm down before we let ourselves feel at peace. Have you ever said this? When the kids are older, when work settles down, when I lose the weight, when there's more money, when things aren't so busy? Because I know I have. But here's the issue with that. The finish line moves every single time. Kids get older, a new stage of parenting shows up. Work settles, a new project lands. The account grows, a new expense appears. And if peace is tied to your circumstances being perfect, you will never arrive because circumstances are never finished changing. Peace isn't found out there, it's built inside you. It's the knowing that no matter what happens around you, you'll be okay. Life will always have an unexpected bill, a hard conversation, a season that tests you. That's not a sign your plans failed, that's just life. So the goal isn't a perfectly calm life, nobody has that. The goal is becoming a woman who feels steady inside herself even when things outside are messy. That kind of peace can't be taken from you because nothing external gave it to you in the first place. This last one ties everything together. The problem is we spend so much energy asking, who am I? Digging through the past for an answer as if identity is something fixed you just have to locate. But that question can keep you circling in place. It doesn't move you forward because you can analyze your past forever and still not know what to do tomorrow morning, right? The better question is, who am I becoming? Are you becoming the woman who stays small to keep everyone else comfortable, or the one who trusts herself enough to take up space? The one who stops apologizing for having needs, who can make a decision without a committee meeting, who's building a future she's actually excited to wake up to? Here's what you need to remember. Your future isn't built in one big moment. It's built in small, repeated choices. Choosing yourself instead of shrinking. Honoring a need instead of dismissing it. Trusting your own read on a situation. So let's bring it all together. Stop waiting for confidence. Willingness comes first. Stop outsourcing your decisions. Build self-trust instead, and stop waiting for perfect circumstances. Build peace from the inside, and stop asking who you are. Start asking who you're becoming. I want you to answer this. What have you been putting off until you feel more confident? What's the one thing you've quietly decided has to happen before you're fully allowed to relax? And what's one thing future you would thank you for doing today?